Hello and welcome to some Factorio. My name is Trismegistus and it is extremely hot in the UK today. Going to be even hotter tomorrow, in fact, as I understand it. I'm kind of being saved by my... I wouldn't have been able to do this stream if I didn't have an air conditioner. Because the room I'm in gets even hotter. It's like the sun is blasting at me. Yes, so today we are going to be continuing the series where I am building my blueprint library, and I am specifically at a stage where I'm testing, or what I'm hoping to do today is test the bot base build. The build we built last week I've actually tested a couple of times before, but this build today is the bot build that makes us bots. I'm guessing that's all we'll build, but you never know. Because it involves getting oil and all that sort of stuff, so we may not even achieve that. But basically, we're going to have to go resource hunting because we need to get some iron and we need to get some oil. But, and the reason it's paused is because I know, having sort of loaded it up during the week, that we're about to get attacked. And we get attacked from the north, and that's not too bad because we can defend that. But over on the... I'm using my cursor, which I don't think you can see, but over on the sort of west side of the base, there's a bunch of turrets that have actually run out of ammo. So what we're going to do is we're going to run down to them and see if we can't get some ammo in before these lads arrive. You see down here, well, they're not run out of ammo. You see it's got two, and it's been damaged and stuff. So it's not even really sort of filled in properly, but we should probably see them. I say there should be an attack coming in from the north first. If I get a little bit of ammo, sort of put that in, make it up to 20. Because the first job really is going to be extending the defences. You know, we need a bunch more of these. Well, they need to be filled out properly for one thing. But we need a bunch more of these turrets. That should be the attack in the north. On there, we need to put lots of ammo in lots of boxes, but it's been merrily making ammo for us. I'm just going to put more of these pill boxes in, basically. So, just going to put more of these in. We'll make them all 20. Let's out that one. Oh, there we go. This is them coming in. It's a relatively big group. It's only small biters, but there are quite a few of them. It's interesting those got trapped in the thing. But yeah, we need to do some buffs to the turrets and stuff. But I'm not going to build the sort of proper defences because these are too close, really. We're going to build... Actually, I considered redoing these here because there's actually a nice cool pattern that I'd come up with when I was sort of designing them, which basically had them below, so they were there, and then the bot base goes quite well here. I've ended up not doing that, but what it effectively means is I've got to find somewhere to put the bot base. I think maybe here, but basically we need to grab this iron because we do need to keep this and it'll keep supplying, and then we need to grab this oil. So you see we've got to take out some nests and stuff. We'll probably just pipe it over, you know, stick some pumps on it and pipe it over. But so the big job to start with is going to be putting some defences in that'll really keep them at bay, which might take a little while, if I'm honest. We may not get too far into kind of building the full base. Get some radars on so I get some coverage first off. Yeah, it's a sort of disadvantage of the way I've done this is it's actually quite intensive with pollution. It spews out quite a lot of pollution in quite a short amount of time. So the sort of grass and stuff doesn't get a chance to really absorb the pollution. And there are some sort of avenues, nature of the map, but there's some sort of avenues for the pollution to go down, that this one here in particular, that goes straight to the biters. So if we look at the pollution, There's quite a lot of them being hit by it now. So yeah, there's a little bit of a risk of being overrun. Say the solution to that is to get some more defences in. So we need to pop up. Because the base should be basically done in a sense. It's sort of, you see it's all backed up here. So the pollution output will sort of decline. What we could do, as I say, is if we start some buffs, because we can do both of these. So we'll start with the damage. They're quite expensive, but we need to get a few. I mean, what I really need, and sort of the aim of this first Kickstarter base, is to actually build the engine and make you a car. So we will hopefully do that as well. In fact, should I do that one first? Might be more sensible. But it also, I can't put these in, and I think it builds the blue assemblers as well, but can't do them until, because this is meant to be a car garage, you see. Yeah, so we need, there should be something making, or having made, here we go. So we've got 2 lots of ammo. I could get some more grenades as well, I guess. Some of this needs like augmenting really with higher level, you know, inserters and stuff. But yeah, so we need, you see these guys, this has been really sort of saving our bacon really. So it needs quite a few ammos in. Let's put 25 in each of them. It should have been making ammo down at the other, you know, the other place as well. I don't think I picked that up. If I did, that was an error. But, oops. Okay, let's. What do you need? Yeah, okay. But yeah, so that's kind of one of the reasons I say it should be more southerly located. And if you look at the pollution and stuff, there's no real. These are quite big attacks coming in, aren't they? Did I do all of that? So maybe if we pop these up to 50. I mean, we're not going to need to be away for a long time, as I say. It's mainly the thing, you know, the other end. So we've got lots of turrets now. I can top this off for me. So I've got a full stack of that ammo. Can I get a full stack of these now? Already got one. Okay. Have I got any wood I can put in? No, I have not. Okay, we may need to go and get some wood because we're going to need obviously quite a few power piles because, you know, we haven't done the medium and high level power piles. We will need lots of pipe, so we might as well have some of that. What are we doing? Power. Yeah, there's loads of headroom on power. We will need a bunch of furnaces to build the sort of base. We obviously need lots of belts. That's not the one to grab for the belts, but that's fine. And obviously inserters. How are we doing? I might put some of these in the ones below, if that makes sense. So I'll transfer them down. If I grab a full stack of those. So that's not one to grab there, but we can make sure we've got plenty of those, and that is the one for that. Don't know why I went with that number, but I did. We do need them. Make sure that's topped off. See what else it's made for us. Okay, and then we're going to need material to put in the chests for the science. Why have I got all that coal? I guess that was where I was picking up the you know, the miners and stuff from before. So we'll see what we can put into these chests. And then, as I say, it's a case of bolstering up the defences because we want these to be running. And you're not running. Why are you not running? Oh, I remember this. I'd forgotten to put an inserter in. It got deleted, so there's only been that one running. Okay, so I might, as I say, put some of these in here. And then half of that maybe. And then... Oh, that's quite low, isn't it? So we've got 5 of those in each. Where's that attack coming in? Yeah, I say I need to put in more density of fire. I could put proper defences in, but I say I know we're going to be pushing further out, so it's a little bit redundant. So try and get 4 in there. And then this has to be a... it's actually 1.5, isn't it? And then try and get 4 in there. Say this is... Oh, I see. This is why it's not got many thingies. So can I top this off? Yeah, might as well do that. That. Sort of calm it down a bit. Okay. Just make sure that's got that in there. And then 2-to-1 ratio on these. Give or take. Oh, it's got loads in. Let's move some over to the other one. Let's say 2-to-1. Okay, so hopefully that's... Oh, I did take out the ammo. Okay. Okay. That's fine then. Right, so let's go and get the military stuff. We should have some walls in this up here. Here we go. Oh, is that only 2? Okay. We might increase that just to keep it chunking away. Now, how much more ammo? Only 100. Okay. Right, so let's go and shore some of these defences up. Where's the defences one? Okay. Box, there we go. So we've got sort of a bit of a gap here that we need to fill in. So it's not a sort of high attack area, I don't think, but we'll make sure it's got coverage this way. And then, as I say, this is sort of one of the danger areas. So we'll sort of double stack them here, I think. Maybe this should be properly high density. Bing bong bing. Right, so let's get these damages on the go. So there. And then I don't think this is a particularly sort of dangerous area, but I'll put some in here. And then I say maybe a few sort of double stacks there. Oh, crikey. So I might need to sort of extend it there a bit, but let's actually fill... We're getting attacked from all areas, basically. And what I really need to do is kind of wipe out the Vipers, really. That's the sort of real kind of end game that we need to get to in the local area. So let's make some of these 20. I think maybe I'll leave those as is. So let's go with 10 in there, maybe. A 15, maybe. And okay. What's that? 10. So you're at 20 already. That's good. Missed that. Oops. And then put them in there. This is, of course, I mean, the other downside. There's a bit of a balancing act usually for Factorio where it's like, even if you leave them, because wiping out nests is like the fastest way to evolve them. But obviously, if they're eating pollution all the time, then you've kind of got to bear in mind that it might actually be a net benefit to wipe them out. Oh, helps if you don't throw it on the floor. Well, that's interesting. It went into the turret. I didn't know it did that. Okay. Thought it went back into your inventory. Right, so say we need to kind of really stack these lads. In fact, let's make sure I've got... Because this is a real threat area. In fact, a bit more than that, I think. Ooh. Yeah, in fact, we probably need... double these up as well. Because these are like the backstop ones, where if these run out of ammo... But so if we can get a couple of damage and shooting speed buffs done, it'll actually help us out. Because the damage one obviously is like a net. You need fewer ammo to do the same amount of damage. To say it's sort of a net positive. Obviously, we're sort of, you know, burning pollution essentially, burning or creating pollution in order to achieve that. So it's sort of a balance effect to all of it. But so you're usually better off. So getting an attack down there, actually. That's interesting. So put them in. My philosophy on this new approach is basically to rush towards bots. That's sort of what I'm, you know, roughly approaching. Because once I've got bots, I can lay down, like... stuff and just let the bots build it. Where's that attack coming in? Yeah, it's over here, you see. We could obviously go and, I say, we do need to wipe them out, but that's quite low, isn't it? That's maybe... Hoping these ones are more of a safeguard. I don't think anything will come and attack these, but... So we will see. Didn't think any attacks would come in from the bottom, but they clearly are. Oh, I could do. Well, let's finish this off. Just finish the job first. But we should be able to build engines, as I say now, which would mean we could build a car, which allows us to move around a lot quicker. And put something here. This maybe on that side as well. Okay. Right, so that's sort of that side of things. Oh, look, attack coming in there as well. Where have they come from? Right, I'm going to have to put plenty in there because that's not got anything. Yeah. Something here. Wrong thing. I guess I could put one, like a bonus one here. Just make sure we're stored up on this side. Because we obviously don't want them chewing on the power. That would be particularly disastrous. I have to go and do the southern bit. I hadn't realised we were going to get attacks from there as well. Maybe 25 in each. Okay. Right, what's it made for us in the meantime? Because I can handcraft a load as well. And I could put some of the gates in to help defend. But so what I need to do, basically, is like reapply this. Which one is it? That one there. Because we've just unlocked a recipe. So it'll add in... There you go. So it started making engines now. So hopefully we'll get a car very soon. And then we can nip down and start... Well, I could generally drive around and start wiping them out. So I'm not 100% sure... Does this make blue? Because it'd be good to have blue... A blue, you know, machine making... Because those are the oil bits. That's the power poles. No, so this base doesn't make blue assemblers. Okay. Right. We could also make... How many... I've only got 15. I imagine that's... Yeah. Let's put some fast inserters on that. And this probably needs to be one as well. Do you need any more? No, you're okay. So we could do with that being a blue assembler. Right, so. Because I haven't technically done the technologies to do oil yet, so it's sort of, you know, it doesn't... Heading down to the oil patch doesn't really sort of gain us anything as such. But yeah, we need to put some ammo in here then. Since this appears to have been attacked as well. Put some in there. I always forget you can just hold down the Z key. So I'm always tapping the button basically. And you need some more. Whoops. What did I do there? Where are you coming in? Oh, okay, so that is... wonder if they're coming from that one. Wow, they are quite big. I mean, they're only small biters, but... You see, it's quite a lot of stuff, like one turret to deal with. It's part of the reason it was built... It should be built down here, because then there's like a better density of fire, and you can just put a line of, you know... pillbox turrets there, but that looks like that needs a bit more backup, basically. Also, I mean, I could make some of the gates now, so I can sort of fill in the gate bit, which is missing, just part of the blueprint, but it's not. So I keep hitting something by accident then. Okay. Austrian Grand Prix before this. Let's need to. I have a feeling this season's going to be a bit of a cracker overall, because I think the changes they've made to the way like downforce is generated by doing like ground effect is actually like. It's a change I've wanted for a while, but yeah, I think it's actually going to produce a lot of good racing this year, so I'm sort of kind of looking forward to it, especially now that Mercedes seem to be sort of, you know, a bit more competitive, so it puts 3 of them in the mix. Okay, so this one needs a bit of shoring up. We need gates to go in to help protect it. Like that. Need a bit of the old damage control. Repair, rather. Yeah. And I think I need an extra one of these. Or 2, maybe. So maybe one here. Yeah, no, one there will do. I think. To help spread some weight of fire out. Let's put, say, 25 in there. Make sure this has got plenty, as it seems to be a favourite. 50, and maybe give that a little boost as well. So, how are we doing? More ammo, please. Always more ammo. More walls. Did I not increase that? I thought I increased that. Oh, I laid the blueprint over the top, didn't I? So it would have changed it. Right, how many engines have we got? This is the big question. Is that enough? I can never remember for a car. Oh, I haven't done automobilism, have I? What needs for that? Yeah, I need logistics too. Okay, so we are a little bit away from that. And as I say, I can't actually go and mine the patch because I need the oil processing. Okay, I guess we could sort of plan out where we're going to put the thing. I could always walk over and do it that way, wipe them out. Because some of these aren't, you know, they're not really that significant. Some of them are, but yeah, we could take that. Might be tricky, but we could take that one. Again, might be tricky. Could take you, probably you, definitely these two. Let's say we could plan out where the bot base is, but I'm not. I'd rather just do it when we need, you know, when we can do it. But anyway, yeah. So if I hand make some AP ammo, why did you do that? So pop that out. Is that going to get me 50? No. Why's the maths gone weird there? Ooh, someone's getting damaged. Okay. Yeah, we're going to certainly take these guys out because they're causing quite a lot of problems. Oh no. I don't want the AP ammo. That's going to go in some of the backstop turrets, basically. So, a little bit of a wonder. Wasn't planning on doing any exercise today, but forced me into it, you know. Okay. Let's see if we can take out this top one, because it's only 2 nests. And we'll do a slow creep. Put that there. Okay. Oh, there's a worm up here as well, isn't there? Okay. Can I just nip you in and... Oh, you're gonna... Just in range, I think. Just in range. Because we can leave the worms. The worms are just... They absorb pollution. Oops. So can I get you as well? I might just put... Oh, no. Will you leave my turret alone? He just needed to sort of heal it up enough to get up. Right, so let's get them. Yeah, so they don't, you know, they don't generate attacks or anything like that. The worms, they're like just like self-defense mechanism. So if we go in from the south here, I mean the worms have slightly bigger range than you, but so we should be okay. Particularly, as I say, using these as the AP ammo as a bit of a backstop. So can I sneak one in there? in. Let's pick these two up. Now, if I pop that in there. There we go. So they do absorb pollution, so they do sort of count that whole thing. I believe they do anyway. Or they, count in the pollution count, as it were. Should turn my headphones then. The might be tricky to deal with that. Let's see how much ammo it's made me. Did I? Music's on 10%. Just seems weirdly loud to me. But the problem, I don't know if they do actually change them, but some of the mods, like Factorio 2, I don't know that it doesn't fiddle with the sound settings. Not as in changing your settings, but like the volume setting for the buildings. For that specific mod seems to be like different. Okay, so we're sort of coming up on that one. Is it actually doing that? Or has it run out of stuff? We've got a bit of room in the inventory, so let's grab a bit of the old iron. A bit of the old copper, make sure it's topped up. So I could grab some inserters and how much about have I got? So if I grab these, so that's sort of full there. So there's a big attack coming in there. So I really need to deal with the guys in the north, but so I'd rather have a car. So 2-to-1 on all of these. I think it's just, I should really do a lab speed boost as well, I guess, but again, that's over there. So these ones are sort of on the cusp of what we can really deal with. Okay, so you've got 50. You've got loads still. So it's 3 extra, and I put half as many again in. So that and that. So this is on 4. What's the ratio on this? 4-to-3. So rather 4-to-1.5. Okay. And 4 in there. And again. To 1.5. Cool, so that should keep that going for a little while. So it's just slow, basically. Let's see how much ammo we've got now. Okay, got plenty. Enough to do what we need. Yes and no. How much of that can I actually make? So that's about 80. So I can hand make some of that as well. Another 50, say. Okay. And we can fill in some more gates if we get some steel. Where's steel? Let's grab steel from now. Oh, not sure I don't. How are we doing with ammo here? So yeah, you see it's slightly chewing through it because of the attacks coming in. Here's another one, for example. Maybe if I make that one 50. Okay, so. Because these are quite good. I mean, they're actually quite good for circle strafing. Well, not that one. But these two areas are not that bad for circle strafing. And that's not too bad. But I am rubbish at circle strafing. Hmm. I mean, we could go and sort these out in sort of preparation. It's a bit of a walk, though. How many gates have I got? 12. It's a bit of a walk. It's a bit of a walk. No, a couple hundred. So we could put a couple of pillboxes on these, on the patches, basically, just to make sure. I mean, they wouldn't, I don't think, but just to make sure we don't get any squatters, essentially. Oh my. Kingdom for a automobile. Right. Right, so we got 3 worms here. Okay. Let's put a little safe backstop. And then sort of creep forward a bit. And then see if I can't get in there as well. Right. Let's maybe have a... let's maybe have AP rounds here. Because that seems to be just outside the worm's range, I think. So if I sneak that one in there, get that in. And that takes out that nest. We go round here. Say, what? No. Hopefully the other side. Whoops. Should kind of keep them busy. Oh, it's too far away. I thought that was close enough to get that. There we go. Don't you gob at me. Yeah, yeah. Oh, bum. No, leave me alone. Nasty little things. Right, so I need to repair them. I don't know, you crash land on a planet, eh? And then the natives spit at you. Hardly a very welcoming place, is it, eh? Yeah, this is too much. Oh, we've got the damage, though. Right, so let's do that. Oh, that's 200, crikey. Okay, let's do that one. What are you? Well, you're the same price. That'll take ages. I think it's just a bit too big without a car to at least try and circle strafe it. But at least that gets rid of them. I mean, we could go and sort of hand kill off that one. It's a bit of a walk again. Is there anything I could do? Well, we could make some more of that, couldn't we? Can we? Make 9 more. Okay. Heavy up. Okay. I'm just wondering about maybe adding some more labs on, because they're not actually, the researches are sufficiently long that they're assemblers are idle, so we could add sort of some more labs on, and that'll get us there quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try. Oops. No. There. Don't know what the heck I did there. So we could bolster the research speed up a bit by putting like a lab here. Obviously it needs some power. Oh, that's already... How is that on power, but that one isn't? Oh, it doesn't matter. And that there, and that there. One there. Whoops. That. And obviously we could move this a smidge over. Do that and that. So we just doubled our research speed. Ish. Because these aren't... probably won't be able to cope with that now. But that'll do us. Right. How much ammo have we got? How much ammo? Can we do... Ah, now we're talking. We got 300 mod. Okay. These still... Because we've had a bit of an attack here. Yeah, that's okay. Right, so that should have taken the pressure off a little bit. Not a great deal. So it's that one, that one, that one, and that one. And I could probably deal with certainly that one, maybe that one. But these, as I say, I'd feel... Well, that one I'm not sure because there's a lot of trees around it. But that one and that one and that one, I'd feel safer at least giving a go with Circle Strafe. Circle Strafe is just where you drive round and round the patch, shooting at the thing. It's difficult to do 2 jobs at once. I actually discovered that when you do multiplayer, if you both get in the vehicle, one of you controls the vehicle itself, and the other one actually controls the guns and the weapons. So one of you can focus on just driving around avoiding stuff, and the other can actually shoot the bad guys. Because when you the thing I find particularly difficult with Circle Strafe is keeping a view on about 2 things at once. So you're driving this way and you're having to shoot over here. So that's the thing I find the most tricky. Right, so I think I'll just grab some more turrets. Oh, I didn't. Well, I couldn't. I didn't really clear them, did I? I was going to leave some pillboxes there and there, but I say they're unlikely to colonise. So that attack's coming in from there, presumably. This one's coming in from up here. Okay, let's wander up and see what we can do. Certainly with the right-hand side one, I didn't grab any steel, so I've run out of AP ammo. Whoops. I mean, this is more on a sort of a reflection of last time. I absolutely blasted through it. I was absolutely, we got to this stage in 3 hours, and I was, chatting with people and stuff. So it was like I've almost sort of got ahead of myself, which is why this is a bit of a sort of pause in a sense. Because that actually, that base is pretty. Why have I come in from this angle? That's dumb. Should be coming in from the northeast. If I can get around there without triggering an attack. Because then I can take out those 2 nests. Right, let's give that a go. And then there maybe. Something like that. I think those are outside of worm range. So if we sneak up to here, put that in. Awesome. Now, what about you? I guess we could just dash in and if I put some turrets, say there, if that's out of range? No. Not quite. Maybe if I put them there? No. There? No. I don't quite understand how the range works for the worms. Why is that in range, but that isn't? I'm just trying to get one to protect me, basically. So if we grab that one. Whoops. Because you see they'll start gobbing at me, basically. Wow. Gobbing at me really hard. That was quite heavy. I should get some fish, really, shouldn't I? Right. Which one's got damage? There we go. So that's those ones. We're going to have a look at this one. It looks like it might only have one worm, so that might be easier. So there's a worm there and a worm there. But that's it, I think. It's quite dark, isn't it? I don't have like squeak through it. Afraid of the dark or anything. There's no mods on this at all. So let's just put some in for safety. Shouldn't really do this in the dark. It is a little risky. So I don't get how that's in range, you see. Seems a bit random. I don't know, maybe there is some noise function on it or something, maybe. Make it a bit less predictable. They do tend to have target fixation as well, so if you can get them to shoot at one thing in particular, they'll often focus on that until it's destroyed. Right, so northern threat is reduced. We've still got these. Still got these. That may not actually be getting hit by pollution, because it doesn't appear to have moved, but you never know. How are we doing? 70% to logistics 2. Automobilism I don't think is that expensive a tech. But we'll have to see. Now, while we're doing that, we could bolster up like things on the patches, because although we're going to grab the extra iron patch below us, we'll also still need to keep, producing copper and stone. So we might as well use this little period while it's making the, or doing those researches to put these in. So we need, no we don't, we need the smelting and mining. Template here. Like that. So we could check that the power's okay with it as well. So I suspect I'll probably need to bolster up the power as well. Whoops. Oops. Not that that matters, but... Go. Put that in. Don't need you. Oops. Oh, it didn't matter. So they're all connected. That's good. You've not got power because I've not put connections in. Okay. So we can do a sort of a 3, because I was going for the rate calculator there, but we do a sort of a 3 to 2 balancer and sort of send one each way. Have I got the balancers? There we go. Oh, it's a blue one then. Okay. 3 to 2. It's that one. Where would it be best to put that? Maybe if we put it sort of there. I'm going to have to... You can't shift... No. That's annoying. So we want to go blue to yellow, blue to yellow, yellow. Okay. Ah, there's an attack there. Who's that from? That's got to be them again, isn't it? Nearly got red belt though. So get a little messy this, but that's fine. Okay. And then this other one's going to go down. We'll build the chemical, you know, the bot base somewhere there, basically. Whoops. These aren't my balancers. So I got a copper somewhere. Logistics research, cool. So get the car. Might have to put some more stuff in the old the boxes for the labs. Again, we'll do a... Will we? Maybe let's just do a simple one. And then do a... You know, blend 3 together type of a thing. Yeah, I think that's more sensible. So, goes down there. Pop that over. Then you can become that one there. Can't actually remember what order it is. There we go. That's dead anyway. Because we're basically going to need like 3 belts of iron ore. Why is that even a thing? Let's put one there. Because we actually, you know, we need steel. Oops. Much bigger volume. The next base. Excuse me. Now, coal, what's the other one that needs filling in? Missed. So I say they need connecting to something. We'll sort the iron out later. I've not really been putting lights down, have I? Guess I should do that, really. Oh, look, we've still got the old coal boys. The old coal boys. Smelting. Okay. This in. Whoops. Get the key presses right in a minute. Right, so we are getting there. It may not feel like it. We are getting there. Where are you coming from? It's you again, is it? You causing all the problems. You see how the sort of intensity of the colour has sort of dropped a bit, because basically, as I say, a lot of the base is now effectively idle, so it's not really producing a lot of pollution. So, again, I might do a simpler balancer for this. Something proper. In fact, I actually reverse this. Put it in here. Like this. Yeah, that makes more sense to me, I think. Right. I could probably just split this one. Because, oh, crikey. Because, you know, we don't actually... One of the things I said this in a few streams, but I was surprised how little coal you need to do smelting. Right, put that in there. Let's have a quick top up on the sciences. Since everything's backed up here. Okay. So, again, might actually make these like 4 to 2, maybe. So that it'll run for a good while. Because we've got absolutely loads in those. Furnaces up north, so... Was that all of them? No, I didn't. Yeah, I did that one. Yeah, okay. So let's get a bit more. Let's just check the power. Yeah, still plenty of headroom. And then we'll top up these other ones. I never grabbed any steel, did I? Cool. How much is that? Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8. And 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3. Could do the 3 copper at least. Yeah. 2, 4. So I need more iron. We've nearly got the car. Nearly made it out of the Dark Ages. Okay. Cool. Right, so that's that. So we can now focus on these. So we need blue assemblers anyway. Oh, yeah, blue assemblers. So I already did that one, didn't I? Oh, that's at 8. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 1 more. 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Top that off. Cool, so that should last them a little while. Hopefully. But we can make a car, so let's get some... Oh, we've got enough engines. Okay. Let's put the car there. Now we need some coal. Go through all that coal away. Because that gets us... fuel for the car. We'll grab some more ammo. I'll go and show you how badly I die when I try and do circle strafing. Not that one. Why am I in there? So we then need fluid handling, ammo, coal. Okay. Who are we going to tackle first? Guess this one seems to be sending the most attacks. I'm not 100% convinced they're really actually getting pollution. But this one is. So let's see if I can circle strafe. Right. So, ammo in. Fuel in. Me in. Circle strafing in the dark as well. That's a bonus challenge. Okay. So set a defensive line for all the biters that follow us. Go around here. That's not having a lot of effect, is it? I mean, it is damaging them. That's very loud for me. Whoops! Let's do a runaway. Yeah, I think... Looking at the thing, it's loud on there as well. I wonder if it'd be... I don't know which one it is. Okay, let's hop out, give it a quick repair. Let's see if AP ammo... Oops. Is any better. See if I can make some more. It's not actually damaging them as much as I thought it would. That's a bit better. So that's one nest down. Two. Yeah, this is better. Bing bong bing. More processing going. Awesome. There we go. Yeah, so it looks like we need to use AP ammo now, really. I could try and take that out. That may not be too difficult. Because it's just one nest. Yeah. Let's get a turret down. What happened? Oh, sorry. Right. Turrets have like a bonus damage thing compared to the player. Just as a default thing, it's not part of the buff, I don't think. Right. So that's the northern problem solved, hopefully. So it's a lot easier with, or, you know, if you're okay with circle strafing, it's a lot easier, but I'm a bit rubbish at it. So can I stack up a bench more? I'm just looking at the order. It's very difficult for me to... I struggle to work out whether it's just my headphones are too loud or... Particularly, I mean, you know, Factorio 2 yesterday, it seemed fine, but then back to vanilla today and... Sort of, you know... Seems to be super loud for some reason. Right, I think we might need to just get rid of these guys anyway, because they could end up spitting, at our oil thing. I prefer the tank when I'm doing these sorts of attacks, because basically the tank can run through. You can just drive over things with the tank. Okay, how much? 65, okay. Right. So yeah, I think we'll be okay. I mean, you can run over things with a car, but it damages the car. Plus it does less damage itself when it hits them, so sometimes you can get stuck on biters and whoops, that was a bit rubbish. Right, so let's get these actual biters killed off. Now, so probably going to need to take these out because they'll probably gobble our walls. If they're still there. Okay. Right, so do we also take this one out? Because this one's going to not a good. There's too many trees for it to be good for circle strafe. I think I'm just going to leave it. Because we'll be putting a defensive thing around this anyway. So they'll probably end up attacking that. Okay. Well, let's see if we can't, because I've got the templates for this. Even if I can't actually build the... Why am I putting them that way around? Actually build... I've not done the research for these yet. But I say we'll pump it over. So we need a pump at least. So I can sort of ghost it all in without actually sort of building it. But we could pop defences in. Right, so I did now. Huh. I've been working on the blueprints. It shouldn't be a problem. I'm a bit lost why there's no... 14B should be there. I've not gone and put it in. Oh, nuts. Okay, right. So we need this one. And then, because this has got like the defences for the... Oh, I can't make electric turrets yet, can I? Huh. Okay, well let's use these ones then. That one. So, if I start with a corner, maybe I'll give it a little bit of room. It needs to be there, and then say there. Bing bong bing. What do we need then? I guess we should do that one. But I can put the blueprint over the top remotely. I have a horrible feeling I put my blueprint. I didn't do a copy of it, and I put my latest blueprint. It's alright, I've got the game where I was fiddling about with them. It was only minor changes, but I think I've put it in another game, basically. Instead of a copy, I've put the full thing in. So yes, it'll start making the oil stuff, basically. What's missing there? Oh, it's landfill. Okay. And then the 2 power poles. Okay. Well, we can do landfill. Right, so where were we? Let's put these defences in. Like this. Just a box, basically, to go around the... There it is. Go around it. Put that there, maybe? Oh, that's got lasers on it. Oh, I'm using the wrong ones. Okay. It doesn't matter. That's too far anyway. No, it does need to be one more. Okay. Why do I these? Oh. Helps if I put it the right way around, doesn't it? There. In the future, when we have... Should I put one of them in? Yeah, go on then. When we have lasers, that'll be a good blueprint, but we don't have lasers yet. Right. Oh, it doesn't quite work, tile-wise. That needed to be one shorter. Huh. Okay. Well, there's an error in the... Well, not an error, but something that needs fixing, I guess. So the gate... Unless the gate's meant to be there, is it? Ah, so the gate's meant to overlap. Okay, on both sides. Right, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay. Right, did that fill in? Yeah. So I have been tweaking them ever so slightly, particularly the bus ones, because I've decided to take out the like the connector part to it, and then I can just hook them up however I want, because the original design has all these belts that connect, or are meant to be where you connect, like, you know, the actual blueprint to the bus. But it's too unwieldy and too restrictive, and I decided... Oh, have I not got any boxes? Not only have I not got any boxes, I've not got any wood either. Actually, let's put some ammo in these first. Just a little bit. Just in case. Oh. I did it again. It doesn't matter. I'm throwing them on the floor by accident, like some sort of child having a temper tantrum. Okay, so there's a little bit of defence there. We could put the rest of the stuff in. Well, no, actually, let's go and get some trees. Pick these up while we're doing it. Let's leave them in case. I get all paranoid now. Just to keep the car safe, basically. Right. Wood. So far, this stream testing the bot base is basically me killing biters. As it's because I got so far like ahead of myself. I built the entire Kickstarter base last stream, and I kind of didn't have all of the researches done that I kind of needed to support it, if that makes sense. Not support it to make it worth, you know, worth having, as it were. All the boxes, there's a couple more. Get the inserters in, because I've got a few of those. Bing bong bing. Right, what else do we need? We should do that one, I guess. Otherwise, well, I can now make some of them. What else have we got? Solid fuel and pump jacks and all the good stuff. All the good stuff. Should I hook the pipe network up? Maybe. I'm going to do that. If I... Where do you go? You go there. Okay. You have everything collecting here. Have a pump. Oh, I was thinking in terms of Factorio 2 then. Big long undergrounds in there. Or actually, could I maybe put all of these together? What would that look like? So that was like that. Something like that, maybe? Yeah, okay. Okay. Now, because I've only made, it is making. Did I that? No, I didn't. That was silly. So I need to put this over the top again. That one. So it'll actually make the power poles as well. There we go. But it's made me the pump jacks and oil and stuff. So we're kind of ready to rock with the actual intention of this stream. But we need to hook power up basically. So if we go... I think I'm going to have to do it by foot actually. So we go sort of... this way. Because it is quite a long way to pump fluid, but I say the bot base will be like here, so it's not quite as far as it might seem, but I've only got, say, seven things. Yeah, so we need to kind of plan it out before we properly hook that up. I can hop in the car now. That. I can nip up and see about what stuff we've got. In fact, can I? Oh no, I've only got 7. I was going to start tapping that That iron one. Right, so do I want to do any other stuff? I mean, I should set it doing this. You know, for the buff. But we're kind of, I mean, we could also do advanced, because that would be slightly more convenient. But this is really now about getting the bot base in place and working, essentially. So, where's it going to go? In fact, I can put that on top, can't I? And this is then... Nope, that's the wrong one. Where is it? There we go. So that's it now. That has everything that this base is meant to build. So we can basically get rid of this whole thing. And now we can take out the bot base. And the bot base has two components. It has oil, but starts with basic oil and goes to that. And then it has the actual build of the bots. But it's sort of in two halves. It's got like, you see, it's got some, half of it is like blue and half of it is grey, because it makes the actual blue assemblers that you use to fill it out. But say this is the main test, really. So what I could do, I could put the walls in to both sort of see how big it is, because the garage, so that like bit in the middle there, is essentially where the resources need to come in. So we kind of need it maybe here somewhere. But I can't remember. I can never remember which side is which, as it were. I mean, maybe we can actually put it outside. In fact, if we put it, say, there, I think that's roughly where it was meant to be anyway, if I put these below. In fact, if that's that size there, so they should have been roughly there. Yeah, so I think it's about there. And then we've both not got too far to go with belts for the belted resources. Okay, so if it's roughly there, should have done it this way. Then this is the actual build. So we can line up the robo ports. Is it that way around? It's that way around, isn't it? So I've got the materials coming in. So actually maybe I should put it the other way round. It does mean the oil's on the top and the materials are on the bottom. I can't flip it, you see, because it's got chemical labs and stuff in. So if I won't let me do it. I did wonder about having two versions that were mirror images. Because at the moment it needs to go this way round. Does it? Yeah. So that's the way round it would do to, you know, to work. But it means feeding the resources in, you know, on the right hand side, which is alright for oil, because we just put that below. It's not that bad for the other one either, is it though, really? Because I could take some of those turrets out. It's not going to make a lot of difference, that, I don't think. And in fact, the smelting can go... Yeah. Yeah, let's put it in here. So I kind of need to start filling that out, you see. But also, I then need to work out where the oil goes. Okay, so... let's grab more ammo. And more turrets and more walls. And actually sort of defend it first this time. Because these can be, I mean, the idea of these is they are, you know, sort of, you know, defended. But you notice you don't really need to fill it all in. I was kind of thinking maybe it'd work for a death world. You know, it'd be sort of okay for that. I can stick a blue assembler in now. But that. Let's see that it's getting enough iron. Yeah. We need more of these. Might increase that in the blueprint. Because 200's not a lot of walls, really. Yeah, I was sort of thinking these may be useful for, if not death worlds, then higher attack, worlds. And they are sort of self-defended, so I've done all this, but you kind of can just leave it to the actual blueprint itself, apart from obviously resource patches. So we could have ringed the resource patches basically, but the sort of net effect is not really that different. So the only sort of nestage in range is this one. So if we go and start putting turrets and stuff over there. Oh, I didn't grab any more turrets, did I? But this is like a complete thing, so it actually has science in it as well, so we almost don't need to bother. Oh, it uses head. Oh, right, okay. So we need to grab like all of it, but say we'll just put some ammo in these turrets. We'll start here because the only sort of viable nest is down in the southwest. Okay. Oops. Throw them on the floor. Let's put the whole thing in. We might as well. And the bots will. Oh, dropped it on the floor again. The bots will actually fill it all in. Our bots, because it has roboports. Although I don't think I've connected them, have I? But I've done that again. Why do I keep doing that? But yeah, the other one has its like a built smelt thing. Oops. It produces the resources it needs, sort of thing, plus more for you to be able to go and feed the science area. But this one is then reverting, or then using the actual sort of smelting designs. Which is say it's why it's a bit more convenient to use a steel furnace, really, because it's otherwise we need, because what we can do, if we build a steel furnace, this actually needs 2 iron inputs, you see. So you can just build a steel one with fast belt a little bit, and then split it, and a single fast belt feeds 2 yellow belts, you see. So you just have one array of smelting iron, but use steel furnaces, and it'll produce double the amount. But yeah, I need to grab a load of stuff basically, and I need to convert all of that to that. So we can pull a few of these up. Okay, you're defunct as well. This is just because it's on the edge of the patch, basically. Is that all of the dead ones? I think that's all the dead ones. What about over on the stone? There's one dead on the stone. Cool. One dead there. Dead there. Okay. Right, so let's stock up what we need. We've got the big poles. We've got the medium poles. We've got some more lights. We've got, if I put, do I still have wood? I have wood, okay. I think I might stop, because the next build does actually use so I'll let that finish off, and then hopefully it'll turn the rest into boxes. I've used some of them. Let's make sure we've got a half stack of that. More turrets, please. Grenades we can top off. Tree clearance. Ammo's okay. Walls, I say we do need quite a lot to properly fill it in. Labs, refineries. Oops, pump jacks. Guess I can have a stack of engines just in case. I need quite a lot of undergrounds to get it over here. I'll just top that off. Do I need power? No. No, I'll leave that for the time being. Furnaces, as I say. Let's have 200 of them. Those we need for the other patch. Those we need to fill in. Need to get rid of some of these. Like that. And then undergrounds, overgrounds, wombling free. Some splitters. It's going to need labs. And splitters. Do we need 100? Don't know. Science is probably ground to a halt. I would guess because it's just burnt through whatever stuff it had. Yeah, so it's not doing any green because it's not got stuff in that box. But so we don't really need it at this stage. You're now defunct by those things. Okay, so let's get some of this put in. Am I going to focus on the defensive stuff? So it would be connected. This is where it's meant to connect, but so I didn't really organise it as I probably should have done. So we'll just connect that there temporarily, and then we can start putting power poles in. Oh! Why did you not? Huh, looks like there's some power poles missing there then, doesn't it? Let's try the blueprint again. Oh, they are meant to be there. Okay. That's odd. Right. When do I sort of filling them in and not? Right, yes. So hopefully get... Oh, in fact, I've not got that many of these, have I? Just the one stack. That's an error then. Whoops. Yeah, that's all I got. Can I hand... Oh, I can make one more. Whoops. Why is that not connected? Maybe because that one's not there. There we go. So we need more of them, but we can certainly put the very basics in here. Yeah, the big question for this is this green circuit production. I don't think it's anywhere near enough, basically. So I suspect I need like a separate module that does green circuits. You see, and it also does reproduce some because I think that's pumps or something in there, maybe. Can't remember. And you see, it's got inserters in, and no, that's right. Oh, that's interesting. Lost the recipe. Okay. Do I want to put all of that in yet? Let's put the... Let's go and get some more inserters. But yeah, so what I also need to do is I need to build some smelting here. basically. Not the electric. Where is it? Stone. Here we go. So we need to build these. I mean, you could put them anywhere, obviously, but we got all of this rubbish in the way, so we kind of need it here, probably, ish. But so I don't know whether I also need like a green circuit build to almost, you know, do that as well. So if I assume I'm going to take some of those out, then what we need is we need a steel one, an iron to feed it, a copper one, a stone brick one, and then 2 more iron. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But say you can sort of save yourself some by making some steel furnaces, but I can't remember if steel furnaces are in this or not. They'd be here if they were, because we've already done that tech, I think, haven't we? Or have we? We might not have done. But yeah, we can plop it down with the stone one anyway, but if I put it sort of here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 for luck. So this, whoops, I got way too far with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that should be numerically what we need. It's then a case of sort of hooking it up properly in the right order. So actually this first one kind of is like needs to be backwards basically. Oops. There we go. Because the output from this one, so this is iron. Oh, there's a tree there. Yeah, and it feeds over here, essentially into steel. So this becomes a steel array. So I don't have a specific design, you know, like a direct inserting steel. Basically, because the idea of these when I was designing them was my usual thing of, oh well, you know, it will be an upgradable design. And I've said this quite a few times. I then end up not actually doing that. But what we're going to need around this is some defences, because we're now outside of our sort of pillbox, basically. So there need to be those. So we're going to need... Well, let's hook it up to this. So on there. Oh, I don't know where those are now. Let's wander down that way. We're also going to need to surround that, aren't we? Because we can use this one to make the iron. So my thought process, or my idea, is that the iron we've already tapped up north we can use to make the steel, and the iron here we can use to make the iron. So let's get rid of all this. Yeah, it looks like we've definitely only got halfway on the shooting speed. Commence shooting speed. Okay. So we need... maybe this should be like here. That way. And then iron, gold, mixed copper. Okay. Right, let's just grab one of that. Whoops. And then I can put, say, that there. that. There is actually a specific stone one, isn't there? But I think that's in my other... That's in the 14B. Yeah, it is. That was the only interesting thing I did, basically. But it should be in here, but it isn't. So I don't know what I've done with it. I don't know what I've done with it. Why have I done that? Because that needs to go one up, doesn't it? It needs to be there. So that's the steel one coming out of there. There we go. And this is what? That needs to be copper. So I guess this second one here, that needs to be copper. Then this, I guess, is the mixed stone and stone brick, which means I could probably achieve that by just basically taking out half of these, maybe? Although it eats more than half a lane, doesn't it? So maybe if I just do that. So then that would be on that side. So that's going to put stone. They're all going to put stone brick on that side, and then whatever stone's left. So I will need to get rid of some of these because it's like the recipe's like 2-to-1 for stone, basically. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And get rid of all of that. Okay. So that should give us a sort of half and half lane. And then these two are both iron. So this is where... Oh no, wait. That should be... One of these should be coal. So the one... That one there should be coal. And then 2 iron. So that one should be coal. That one should be iron. That one should be iron. I say if we had steel furnaces, we could just use one steel furnace and split it. Right, so we need this to be like the offshoot of coal from, say, these three. So, because you don't actually need that much coal to do smelting. So the off product is fine. The leftovers is fine. There. That's the coal. Okay. Maybe we should get some lights in some of this. Oh, I haven't got any. Right, let's nip up and do the business. You see, we got the copper and stuff and the stone, and so it can feed. We can split that up into 2 bits because it's not using it all. But yeah, I did not grab enough of them. What else didn't I grab? I have something else. It was turrets. Miles away. Sorry, so let's put them in. Grab whatever we can there. Right. Okay. Because the other advantage of doing the other is I could fill in some of the if it was here, I could walk down the pathways. But, yeah. Okay. What do we want to hook up first? And what do we want to do first? We want to do these. Because they're like the source material as well. So I have a strong feeling that it's not going to do enough circuits because these are all quite circuit heavy. Circuit heavy things. So I think I need a sort of a separate circuit build. So we will see. We will see. Question as well, sort of how much of this I actually do myself. Because obviously the whole point of this little mini base is to make bots. So is it worth doing it all, or should I just do a bit to get it rolling and then get some construction bots made? Because they're not actually that far off. Yeah. Yeah, we need to hook things in anyway. At least a little bit. Oops. Stop buttering at me. So that was like copper, wasn't it, I think? And then, yeah, this is the stony one. This is the sort of offshoot coal. And then these are the, oops, 2 irons. Ah, right about. Let's put some of the walls in. In fact, let's go and put some of these turrets on first, I think. Oh, sir. So Friday's Satisfactory stream, I was going on about hugely busy I was going to be and an enormous amount to do. But then I kind of realised yesterday that that busyness... I mean, I was busy yesterday because I was had to clean the house, basically, but that business is kind of gone. Because, say, the good news... I'd had the good news on Thursday, but I sort of flipped my brain into a Oh, I've got loads to do, and applying for jobs, writing cover letters, all this sort of stuff. So, I mean, also searching for jobs, because the sort of flip side of sort of, shall we say, very buoyant job market is that there's just like loads of jobs being advertised, and it's difficult to sift through them. But yeah, sort of after the good news, or what I hope is going to be good news, I'm trying to confirm on Monday. But if that does turn out to be okay, then that whole question is gone. But then I've suddenly got another problem where it's basically I've got to move. Why does that not automatically go into that? So I then got to do house hunting, or flat hunting, or whatever. I'm a bit torn actually, because it's like a question of location. And I've been saying for a while I'd quite like to move back down south. It's where my IRL friends are. And that might become a possibility. But financially, I'm not sure I could afford rent down south anymore. Not with the salary I'm currently on, and I've talked about this on streams before, but I've quite a lot of debt. Not as much as it was, but in fact, nothing compared to it was. Really paid it down, but there's still a bit there. There will be for at least another year or so. But yeah, until that's sort of gone, obviously ties up quite a bit of income. Getting rid of it. Your credit cards. And I still have the plan to buy a new PC. The world's longest plan. I guess it's better to be cautious with the money than profligate as I was before. But it's actually, I say it's going to become a problem, particularly playing new games, because I get to the point where my CPU is below minimum spec because it's just so old. Okay, so that's a little bit of protection for then. Can I put some more on this? So once there's bots and we hook it up to and robobots, we can hook it up to the other base, flip them to storage chests, and then the bots will just fill everything out. With a sort of possible exception of like gates and stuff like that. That's fine, I can fill those in, no problem. Oops. Can I do all of this? Let's leave the garage. It's not going to be far off. Yeah, all of it. Oh no, it's that bit there. Nope. Go. Okay. I've got some left as well. Okay. Now we need to... What? We need to put power poles on here. That. Need to connect this to the main system. Like that. And then we need what? Well, we need belt, but I could put the furnaces in. And, oops, and the small... In fact, we can get rid of all that, can't we? But leave it for now. Oh, I was going to fill these in, wasn't I? So that we can actually put some ammo in the boxes. Right. That's in as well. Actually, put that. Just a couple here. I think that's all of them. Maybe. No, wasn't all of them. Oh, I'm almost that fast, it says. So I'll just sort of finish this off. There's only a couple more. And they're at least got some defences on. There we go. Okay. Right, so we need a lot of belt. Am I going to use wooden power poles for that still? Maybe. But yeah, we need to start bringing these resources down. Hooking them up. Okay, so what do I need? I guess I need wooden power pole. Well, let's just top everything up. We got this base, we might as well use it. So say, let's grab them. Let's just top that off. Ammo. Let's leave the walls for now. Have I got them already? I have. So I already grabbed them. Engines I've got. Right, so I know I needed lasts. And I need loads of long-handed. In fact, I need like, all of the yellow. Take all of the belt we can get. Cool. Why did I... Oh. Missed them out, didn't I? Cool, okay. Let's go and start hooking some of these belts up. Right, so I kind of need to take these out so that I can weave the belt round. But we can take both of these down. We could also, say, split something off here. Maybe I just... No, let's do it afterwards. So if we take a little split out... Well, if I take a split out there. Oh, of course. And then have this going this way. I guess I could feed it through there. So this is the iron that will get turned into steel. Yeah. So that's that one. And then next one needs to be copper. So just run that along. Parallel. So we'll tap the other patch for the iron proper. Oops. Still got 1,000 belt left. That's good. So this is copper, I believe. Yeah, because it's not got the gap. I can put that in as well. And then stone and stone brick. Well, actually, we need coal, don't we? Maybe we could bring coal down along here. Maybe this could be coal. Does that work? I don't know. Oops. Where is... Oh, crikey. Excuse me. Yeah, so we'll just split coal off there, but let's have it output priority that way so that, you know, our power gets it. Are we... Oh, we're about halfway on power, okay. Need to keep an eye on that. Yeah, so we've got stone here, coal there. In fact, that's not going to be very convenient, but we'll work with it. In fact, if I swap them over, so if we do that, I can run this way and just split it off for each of these. Each time. Oops. Just going to get a stone. Stone in there. Now we're doing 240 odd belts left. Okay. In fact, that doesn't need to go all the way down there, does it? have it end here. So a bit of stone. So we want another one of these jump overs here. No, there. That. Oh. And that, well, that's iron coming in from somewhere else, isn't it? Those two. I can hook them up for the time being. I'll make it a splitter, but it's the end, so it doesn't need to be. I guess maybe if I ended up adding an extra one on, that'd be a thing. Just say this is going to come up from the iron ore down the bottom. Oops. Just leave that undone for the time being. Because we... Oops. How many do I actually need? A lot. I got a lot of steel power piles, I think, haven't I? Let's put them on here. Yeah, let's just fill it out with the wooden ones that we've got. For the time being. It's annoying that it's just one extra. Oh, of course it won't. If I might upgrade then, but you'll do steel furnaces, won't you? That's annoying. So if we do that, should just do the power poles. Okay, it'll let me auto place them now. Oops. Well, assuming I don't, you know, waft my key, waft my mouse about like an idiot. See, to me that seems very loud. I don't understand why, given it wasn't loud yesterday. In fact, it is loud, isn't it? Looking at the audio levels. But why would that be different? I don't know. I don't understand how these mods do their thing. Right. So we can put the steel furnaces in. No. Not steel furnaces, the stone furnaces. No. How many we got left? 56. Okay, so we can certainly do the stone. Okay. So, if we start hooking up... I'm just going to do a bit. You know, I'm not going to send it all the way down, do everything just yet. I want stuff going into the actual system, basically. Oh. What I would do if I had enough belt. Okay. Why have I then put all of those in if I'm just saying, doing a bit of it? Just... I went... Right. Oh, that's a point, actually. I could arrange them so it's a little easier to put them in. Anyway, let's do it. Down there. I haven't got any belt. Okay. Let's hit on place. Whoops. What happened there? Okay. How many of these have I got? 90, okay. I'll make one more belt, just fill that one in. Okay. Oh, hello, Science Storm. How are the blueprints coming along? Not too bad, not too bad. I'm basically testing out the bot one today, but I spent quite a lot of time. So when I tested the Kickstarter base, I absolutely blasted through it, I guess because I was so familiar with it. So at the start of this stream, I had to basically do a load of researches and clear out a load of biters because right, I need a load of belt. So I've only really just put it down and most of the way through the stream. So not really testing it as such, rather than getting to the point of actually having built it. But yeah, it's going well. There's not too many errors and stuff being found. How are you doing? You having a good day? Was it SpaceX you were working on yesterday? I'm afraid I'm afraid I had to go for dinner, so I couldn't see what you're actually working on. But it looked like SpaceX. Right, so I need a load more long-handed. Got them, so it's belt I need, basically. 1 times a million belt, please. And I've got, yeah. What about furnaces? Let's grab some more of them. I see. Well, good. How is power doing? Oh, it's okay. Just ticking over. I'm doing space exploration. Yes, there was some multiplayer crash site. Oh, right. Is that multiplayer with, like, viewers, as it were, or is it just your sort of general fans? Because I've been sort of suggesting that I would do some like, community streams, but then all sorts of IRL stuff got in the way. I'm just wondering how you found it. Because they have a slight... It's not an issue as such, but... with the stream being a clean stream, so a sort of a family-friendly, no swearing type thing. I'm always a little nervous that people might start dropping F-bombs and stuff. Not that I have a fundamental problem with that, it's just to say it's not what I want the stream to be. Why you do that? Right. So I need a bit of this to get it sort of get started. My strong suspicion is there's not enough circuits being made, so which is basically a limited map with a goal to kill all fighters. Oh right, it's like an extermination job. Lots of damage in a multiplayer. Yeah, so that's sort of not that. I say I'm not saying that like I'm against swearing or something. It's just so it's not what the streams are. So those are for later. Well, I need to do them now actually. We'll hook a little. Well, I'll plop a little bit of this in. So it's kind of ready to go. Need to hook the southern iron up as... Oops, there's no power pole there to stop that being... Oh, did I not grab... No, I didn't get any long-handed... medium power poles. Okay. We put the belt in anyway. So is that a scenario one, or is it an actual mod? The crash site one. Because that's what the type of thing I was anticipating. I was thinking I would kind of try and do community streams. I don't know that I've really. I don't mean this as like against anyone who watches this stuff, but it's sometimes difficult to feel it's a community because it's like sometimes a dozen people will watch and sometimes nobody watches. And I say I don't mind. I'll just keep blathering away no matter what. But I say I'm not sure how I would set up multiplayer if there's no one to multiplayer with. It's just a single player on a multiplayer map then, But so it's that sort of build it and they will come type of thing, I guess. Right, so yes, so we need to set this patch up as well. So I'll get me mining blueprint. And then put in that there. What we're core team is a bunch of people that kind of found together on Twitch. It's open for people to join. Most people come back, which over time kind of became the core group. Oh, that's cool. I didn't say that I just joined one day and kept coming back. Oh, okay. And it's done so that, as it were, nobody minds, other people streaming it sort of thing, I assume. That's quite cool. Was that Mucky's? Because I know he does like community thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I reverse this one, maybe put it in here. Yeah, okay. Oh, bum. Okay, so I need power poles, but we can put some of these miners in. I say it's a sort of a, I guess, chicken and egg problem with it. You know, of sort of, do I join in on something like that, or, you know, say, but with the caveat that if my cleans are going to be, say, family-friendly ones, then I can't, because, you know, it would need to be a group that does that, basically. Whereas if it's, you know, my thing, as it were, and I can just say, you know, no language type thing. Again, not that I'm against language, it's just what those are meant to be. Right, so this needs to go from 4 to 2, basically. So, amazingly, I know how to do that balancer. Spectacularly complicated. Wow. Right, so let's hook this. How much parts have I got? 300. Oops. Okay, to there. Oops. Lucky said, I joined and eventually asked if anyone's caught the stream as well. I was doing Factorio, you know. Okay. So how are you finding space exploration as well then? Oh, yeah, I just ended up setting Twitch to adult audience and stuff with it. Yeah, so most people do. I say I'm not. It's not meant as a. I sometimes wonder if people think I'm, you know, judgmental on swearing. I'm really not. I swear all the time, swear like a sailor. But say the streams are just meant to be, you know, not that, as it were. That's surprisingly thin. I guess I bet power's gone up, has it? Not that much. Maybe I should lane balance that a bit more, because it's all coming down on one lane, isn't it? So, one side. So if I do, oops, that, turn that around. That's a bit better, a bit more even. No, I didn't get it like that. I suppose that's good. I say it isn't meant in there. It's just say some people sort of take it to mean that. I'm not going to install the update. That's right. Sorry. Space exploration is going okay, making some progress. Not going to install the update though. Check the update earlier. Would have to rebuild pretty much everything. Yeah, apparently, like all of this, well, not all, but a big chunk of the sciences have changed, haven't they? So it's apparently quite a major overhaul. Not that, I mean, Factorio 2 is all I've done in terms of overhaul mods. It's the only one I've gone anywhere near. But they changed that as well, because a lot of people play the two together. And I ended up yesterday having to fix all my... I've been working on like more circuits, basically. Electronic components, and they took out the lithium recipe. And I think changed the advanced furnace in there. Now, I hadn't used it a lot, but I was actually working on a build that was the lithium-based electronic components, so that I had to basically redo everything I did last stream. But it wasn't a massive, you know, overhaul in the way that SpaceX itself has been overhauled. So let's actually grab some of these blowing power piles rather than forgetting again. Did I even get any? Oh, it's made a few there. I don't think I'm that fussed about using them now. Don't need to shift over really. Right, how are we doing? Has this actually started to... It won't, because it needs iron, doesn't it? But has it started to work? What's coming in? So we got steel, copper, stone, brick, and stone. Now, oh, I've even managed to get it on the right side. I think that's correct. Coal. So yeah, if we hook up the iron, well, in fact, let's send those through since I've got them right. We know this is going to be iron. Yeah, there are lots more changes to most of the metal production chain, which only recently improved. It somewhat drastically changed, removed the ability to use productivity modules. Oh, right. Blimey. That's quite... As in Brian at all, or just like... I assume it's got like an enriched... Because it seems like a really big... I'd never... I say I'm sort of new to overhaul mods, effectively. Well, not effectively, I am. But it's like people are sort of... Like people who get thousands of hours in SpaceX. It's that scale, you know, that bigger scale of overhaul. So I assume it's got like enrichment of some description for the ores. So is it just prod modules in that, or just you can't use prod modules to do smelting anymore? Because obviously electric furnaces you can at the moment. Because that's quite a drastic change, because that means, you know, you have to produce a heck of a lot more, you know, iron, copper, etc. I wonder why they've done that. And also changed a lot of module recipes. Okay. I didn't exclusively check a few spot checks. Base modules have changed drastically, so need way more stuff and get slower. Ah, I assume you can for some stuff. Still can for iron, copper, and steel. Oh, right, okay, so the sort of very basics. Why has that gone straight to red? It must have had literally one bit of iron ore. Okay, so this is nice and full. That's good. As with the other one, I'll just put in, say, the sort of top end, just to get some material flowing in. So very much a question with this bit. Do I sort of how rushed do I go to bots? Because once the bots are there, I can just put some roboports in and they'll fill everything else out. Oops, if I put the inserters the right way around then. Let's just do a bit on each one. So that's the first one. Oops. There. Yeah, I might need to rethink the inserters to make it a bit quicker to put them in. Apparently not in the space exploration metals, beryllium and iridium, etc. Oh, right. Yeah, it's one I'd really want to give a go. I still can't believe how... No, it's not. Neighbours hammering again. Lost my train of thought then. Why has no copper come through here? Because there's a belt missing. Yeah, I can't believe how sort of little we've heard about the expansion, really. You know, the official expansion. So, oops. It's, where's that going? Let's do it to there for now. Because we can get this making like proper belts again. As well, rather. So that should then make... Then why are you not making green circuits yet? Oh, because this is eating all the iron. Okay. I didn't expect to hear any more about it. Oh, right. Okay. I suppose that's a better way to approach it, isn't it? Sort of, you know, if you're not expecting anything, you're not going to be disappointed. Not that I'm disappointed. I just sort of, I don't know. It's sort of one of the, because they don't have anyone who does like community management or anything like that in the Factorio team, or even PR or marketing. It's just, you know, it's like been successful. Just they're not in place. You know, just because it's so good, sort of thing, which is great, but it's fundamentally limited. You know, like there's one trailer for the game, which is kind of bonkers, really. I'd rather make a new trailer. You know, when they got to 1.0, they just updated the old trailer. It's like, I say, not that they needed to convince all of us, sort of thing, but I say it's almost like a charm in that. You know, it's sort of I'm out of long-handed then. Crikey. I think that there's been so much hammering recently next door, and this won't make any sense to anybody watching. I think they're trying to sell their house, because they did mention that to me before. Because they were quite surprised when I said I was going to move. I think that kind of spurred them to move themselves. They should move, to be honest with you, because there's like 2 teenage kids. And I can't see how there's enough room for them. Anyway, it's apropos of nothing. Right, still got 26 of them, so I could maybe put a bit more of this in. I'm not expecting it till 2023. Maybe they'll drop a few more screens and hints around Christmas. Yeah, that's kind of where I ended up. Sort of, my guess was that it would be next year. I thought maybe it'd actually launch at Christmas because, you know, holiday season is obviously a good time, you know, to launch a game. It was a bit, I mean, they had to move it, or they decided to move it because of Cyberpunk, didn't they? The 1.0 release. But Christmas is usually, particularly a game like this, where it's, you know, obsessional compulsional type game of, you know, eats up your entire day. They said it would be a year from them to finish when they first mentioned it. And there was COVID and the invasion Russian Ukraine. Yeah, I suppose that's a point as well. Yeah, and I'm not, you know, I don't mean that in any it's done when it's done type of thing. But yeah, total silence was not quite what I was expecting. Right, so I've run out of, and I could pick some of these up, couldn't I? This is not here anymore. Not that I need them, but right, so we need loads of inserters, so I could actually put them in here. No, I can't because I haven't got any long-handed jobbies. Right. Oh, I missed. So it's just started making a few green circuits. I say it's just got to be like too little. It's just not very much green circuits at all. That. what's this? This should be gears, shouldn't it? Well, doesn't need to go down that far. What else? Put these in. Right. Oh, these haven't got power poles. Weird. And it's still not made any blue machines. Why not? What's gone wrong? Oh! Ah, well that's not right, is it? I've just filled it in blindly. Because that shouldn't be a mixed lane like that. That's not there in the blueprint though, that's just me messing it up. Because this has got pipe now all the way down here. Has that cleared it up? I think so. So, oh, here we go. Missed that bit of belt there. So it's not getting green circuits. In fact, let's see. Can I fill in all the belt? Let's just fill in all the belt, I think. Yeah, that's it. Got to grab some food stuff. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by, Science Storm. Hope you have a good dinner. I'll say, thanks for joining me, bud. Put you in. Oh, you've got a recipe, that's fine. You've also not got any raw ingredients. Oh, attack. Coming along with a heavy attack. So these guys are starting to get polluted now. Okay. Okay. Let's go and put some more defences in. Certainly some ammo or whatever. Did anything get... Oh, it did get damaged. Okay. Let's put another pillbox in. Double up. Reports coming in of a heavy attack. Cool. But let's focus more up here, I think. Oh, no. I got that wrong completely, haven't I? Electron. Okay. So, if I don't know why I didn't hand make a few of those earlier, but... Come on, there we go. Oh, there's pipes on that still. The thing that gets me is how do they even have anything to hammer? It's like, what could they possibly still be hammering after all these months and weeks and years? Sort of a bit bonkers, really. Right, so I could put a few more in here, fill this out. Have I got all the long-handeds there? I think so. Okay. Oh, we finally made some blue assemblers. Excellent. That means we can finally restart science. Okay. Or we can if anything ever happens. Okay, let's put in... Have I even done... I don't think I've even done military science. But yeah, let's put this in. So that science will restart properly. No? Oh, for an out of fast ones. But that's okay. It's made me some more. Just leave that though. Put these in. Why are there no... Oh, there are science labs. Nothing here. Yeah, I think if I upgrade these... And upgrade these as well. Then put them in. Can I put them in there? Okay, there we go. How many you make? Oh, you're only making one. Okay, so is it making... Why is it not making power? Wait, where's that? There we go. Huh. That's interesting. So it doesn't have power right now. Like power poles, but it does have all of the inserters and belts. Then I guess they're more volume stuff anyway. How are we doing? So finally getting to the stage of actually testing this. It's taken a while. So, power. I think I will boost this up. We'll sort of fill in the rest of these. Because power demand will sort of skyrocket. So we put... I don't know that I need 20, but... Let's put, say... them in. Oh, I already had a load of those. Okay. Yeah, we'll put these... Pipes in first. Oh, not got any. That always got me. You can walk between the boilers, but you can't walk over pipes. Surely there's a pipe connecting the boilers, isn't there? What am I after? If I just... I might as well just use them. Oh, there's another attack coming in. Down there. Do with another radar down there. I don't think I've put one on the blueprint yet. Right. So, inserters. Here. Oops. No. Because the bot base, you know, does actually make solar panels as well. So, idea is to, you know, sort of it has the transition within it as well. So we need a load of them. So for some reason it's not making them in the bot base. Should be really. Let's see what this has got for me as well. Lots of lovely treats. So let's grab some fast ones, some regular ones, some handed ones, some of those. Don't need labs, got all of them. What about splitters and stuff? I guess I could top that off. Grab all of them. Top that off to 100. As much as we can of them. I was done with the miners, wasn't I? I could put this in here. I think I'm just going to kill that off now. You made anything more of that? You have. What else? Belts, inserters, machines. Oops. Okay. Are all the furnaces in? Furnaces are all in. Cool, okay. Oh, I should have put the boilers back. No point me carrying them around. Where have they gone? Did I use them all? I must have used them. Okay. Huh. Yeah, we can't, I mean, we obviously need to do, you know, chemical science research and all sorts of stuff like that. But for the time being, we're sort of making red and green. We can recycle all of this as well at some point. I can't intend that to be just left until I start making the bus, basically. And then it gets recycled by the bots. Okay. So iron is struggling. So we could maybe fill some of that out. But there we go. Science has restarted. Hurrah and huzzah. Whoops. Okay. Oops. No, that was okay. I can do both sides of that, can't I? Let's get to a more sensible starting position. About there. Oh, that's that for them. Do we need any yellows? Not here. So I need some more long-handed. We should have some here. We do. Where did we get to? Ah, here we go. These are missing. I've been a bit random with that, haven't I? Well, you've not got any fuel, so you must need some long-handeds as well. There. Nope. I think that's all that filled out. I could check with the ghost thing, but I can't be bothered at the moment. That's all full, so that's fine. That's all full. So it does need filling out more, but we can just leave it for the time being. Now, how are we doing? 823% on that. Red's all backed up. Green's all backed up. All good signs. Let's start filling in the bits and pieces for military science. Because if we're going to teach these bugs a lesson, we need to be able to shoot them in the face. And do them. Get some pumps. Now. That can't be right. That must be going the other wrong way. Oh, I have done military science, which is why it's got the recipe. Huh. Huh. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for steel. Why don't you have access to steel? Because steel should be coming up there, and that's not connected yet. Okay. Okay. Wait. No, that's right. Okay. Down here. Get some pumps. Shouldn't there be more lights on this? There should. Some here as well. Oh, making military science now as well. Crikey. Almost done on weapon shooting speed. Bing bong bing. Right, so we're going to need things like sulfur and stuff to be able to do blue science. But are we at the stage where... Wait, what? Did I... Oh, I'd already activated that. Okay. Are we at the stage where I should hook up the oil side of this as well? Because there's a separate oil one. And it basically... Well, let's put... If I put this in, I think it goes there. I say that design this that it all fits together all nicely and all this sort of stuff, and then I've just done it really randomly. I suppose that's a good test in a way, but I say it's a bit sort of like, well, why have I made it look all fancy and then just done random rubbish? Right, so this is where the oil is going to get processed. Given how filthy dirty it is... Oh, I'm out of boxes. Given how filthy dirty it is, let us put some defences around it. It's 5 to 7. It's not really tested this base yet. I haven't encountered any errors. Oh, of course I haven't got that. Other than me doing stuff like that. I mean, messing it up. when putting it in. Because it is a bit complicated. That's sort of my main feeling on it at the moment. And I've sort of gone for a compact. Does this not have a radar? Oh, there we go. There's a radar. Sort of a compact sort of a design, really. Because all of this is really quite complicated, but don't mind that. Right, now I can make some boxes. There we go. Okay, let's get some of these power poles in. I was thinking about going a bit longer, but I'm absolutely starving. Maybe if I put that. No. There and maybe one tile either way. Yeah, okay, so let's put some. There's plenty of ammo in there. And there. Because I say it's filthy dirty, so it could well draw some attacks. Keep leaving these gates, but okay. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. Where's that come from? That wasn't there before, was it? I wonder if that's colonisation. They look interesting because they're spread out, you see. You can actually kind of tell colonisations from normal things, but I've got this in there. But yeah, so we can now run down to the other end. Because this is what I was saying about it's not actually as far as it might seem, so we probably do need a pump in it, sort of thing, but it's not quite as far as it may have seemed. Yeah, this should turn all of them on. That's what she said. And then we can hook the pipe up and the actual oil will start flowing. Which is quite a distance, isn't it? Well, it will when I put the things in, so let's do that. Oh, I didn't bring any ammo with me, did I? Because this is bound to start triggering attacks. Oops. Go there? No. So we're a bit ammo-less there, but hopefully that tree line will protect us a little bit. Are we about halfway? Yeah, let's put a pump in here. What's getting trashed? Okay, yeah. Yeah, these guys are properly in the pollution now. But we should be making AP ammo. So we should be able to sort them out. I can't make any pumps because I haven't got any steel. Nuts. Okay. Well, let's just put it in. because this needs to go round. So in the assumption that there's a pump there, just put a thing in. We'll have a turret here as well to give it a little bit of protection. And now off we go. Oh, bum. Right, let's put that there. Come on. There we go. Right. If I use the... Okay. So, connection needs to be here somewhere. Oh. They're all perfectly in the way, the power bars. Right. Oh, that was wrong anyway. Oh well. Is that maximum length? No, it isn't. That's fine then. Okay, so if I can get that in there. There we go. So that's our first petroleum. It looks a bit weird, this, because it's actually designed for, you know, advanced oil. And there's a separate one that plops over the top of it to do that. Did I fill in this gate? I didn't, did I? I didn't fill in any of these gates. I can't fill in any of these gates. Oh, yes, I can. No. Oh, I've not put that wall in. Huh. Okay. Right. We need to get some pumps, which are being made here. Except they're not, because I never put that in. What a fool. Okay. Okay, I can hand make a couple of pumps then. Just need one here. And that goes in there. Wait. It goes in there. I can't remember what that's making. It's probably sulfur or something. But yeah, we're starting to get into oil territory here. Have I put that? No, I haven't even got tanks out. Oh, get some damage. Okay, we need to get over there and put some more ammo in it. Have another turret maybe. Oh, it's because these are sort of running out. Let's put another one, say, here. Here. Give this a bit of a repair. Double this up maybe. So, ammo in there. Ammo in there. Ammo in there. There. Turret there. Front of it seems to be coming that way. I assume we're getting some medium biters now. He says, another attack coming in from the north. Okay, where did that come from? Oh, I bet is that there, maybe? Either that or we've got a colonisation. Okay. Well, it's 7:05, so I normally end... Well, I normally end at 6 because I normally start at 3. But it's a 3-hour stream. That's enough for me, and I say I'm absolutely famished. So we are, however, making or finishing sulphur. Bing bong bing. So we could get plastic as well, but I can pop this down on here, and we can see where the... Let's see if you don't stand on about. See where... Oh, there's sulphur. There we go. That's the badger. So I've got to hook you up, have we? Can I even do a logic circuit? I don't think I can. Oh, we're getting some attacks there as well now. Oh, because we're hitting them. Okay. I guess that must be plastic then. I must be making tanks somewhere, am I? No? Oh, the green is coped. That's the bit I'm surprised by. I don't know that it'll do when we get up to blue, because of all this here. But I'm kind of amazed that that's actually coped. Anyway, yes, that's it for today, I think. So next Saturday, well, let's pop my schedule up. Round things off. So next Saturday will be the next Factorio stream. Whether it's 3 o'clock again, I don't know. It sounds like Formula 1 has probably shifted all of its time schedules. I'm guessing to maybe hit the American market more. But the problem is, if it's not being broadcast in such a way on the BBC that I can record it, I've kind of got to listen to it / watch it live. So that's why it's delayed on the streams. So if that becomes a common thing, then we'll probably shift the streams till 4 anyway. In all honesty, with the job thing and moving and all that sort of stuff, I may just move all of my streams like forward an hour, because I kind of need to adjust my sleep schedule anyway, because, you know, I'm too early for like the working world. I basically, I get up at like 6:30 in the morning and start working at 7, and that works in my current position, but it's not going to work in the future. It's just not viable. People don't want that. So yeah, I may well be shifting all of my schedule later. And to be honest, things like the Friday and Monday stream may have to go, because I can do them, as I say, because all of my work is very early, and I don't think that's going to be a viable thing going forward. The Friday one is the one that would probably go. But yes, so that is it for today. If you're new to the stream or anything, you wanted to catch up on the VODs, new to me, I have a YouTube channel that has all of my VODs on it. The address is Trismegistus there, but it is alias to Triggles, so that it's a bit easier to find, because that's a little easier to say. The Twitter is exactly the same address. The YouTube has all of my VODs, so all this series and the Aesthetic Factorio series, which I suspect will come back next week. I suspect next week I'll do this will actually finish testing the bot base, and we'll do Aesthetic Factorio rather than Crashtoria 2, because I think Crashtoria 2 I kind of need to let it run / see if I can just get it fit to a point where it'll finish in the actual stream before we do that. And then the plan is I'll probably move on to Angels and do Angels as an overhaul, just on its own, and then maybe Bob's, and then maybe Bob's and Ain't, or then maybe 248K, and then maybe SpaceX. So don't know whether the official expansion will appear before that. If that does, I'll just switch to streaming that basically. Other than that, I stream Satisfactory on Fridays and Mondays. I was saying earlier that I kind of said that I wasn't going to have any time to do anything this weekend, but I did, and I've done loads, so that's progressed quite well. I've been playing Satisfactory basically, so that's progressed quite well. So Monday stream, I think we will do the hard drive hunt. So I'll try and hunt down some of these hard drives and slugs as well, just because it's a bit of fun, and it's going to be ridiculously hot tomorrow as well. So I don't want anything that's too complicated. But yeah, that series is cracking on quite well. Obviously, if you're watching this on VOD or you're new to the channel, that's my Twitch link there. And Discord. The idea of Discord is to do some multiplayer, particularly Factorio, but it is very much on hold while I sort my life out, literally. But if you were interested in doing a bit of multiplayer with me, then that's the Discord. Non-stream multiplayer as well would be, if anyone there is interested in that, then hit me up there as well. So yes, so that is it for me for today. Not going to do a raid, just because I need to go and I've overrun massively. But thanks all for joining me. Oh, you're back, so excellent. Thank you very much. Have a good one as well. You're not streaming, are you? I could send everyone over there. No, you're not. Yes, so I say that's it for me today. If you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it. You might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.